So we have some massive breaking news. The trial against Donald Trump in the DC January 6th case has officially been postponed. That's right, the trial was officially pushed back today, and there's no new trial date yet. So today, Judge Tanya Chutkan vacated the March 4th trial date in the case brought by the DOJ against Donald Trump, but did not immediately set a new date. Now, this postponement does give an opening to the Manhattan case against Donald Trump to proceed first, which was his first indictment. And the reason it was postponed is because a federal appeals court has yet to resolve a pending appeal from Donald Trump, arguing that he is immune from prosecution for actions he took while he was president. Now, of course, Donald Trump's claim that he's immune from all criminal prosecution is insane, and nobody really knows why the appeals court is taking so long, because this is a pretty straightforward ruling. But of course, for both sides, timing is of the essence. Donald Trump doesn't want the case to go forward before the election because it's pretty likely that he'd be convicted, and he doesn't want to be a convicted felon before the presidential election. And of course, the DOJ wants the case to happen as soon as possible, as they do with all cases. So yeah, this appeals court that's holding up Donald Trump's trial is doing a disservice to the American people. We deserve to know if Donald Trump is guilty of a crime before the election. So we'll have to see what happens and just keep our fingers crossed that this appeals court finally gets to this ruling within the next couple of weeks.
It was only after the work of the January 6th committee that we saw the special counsel, the charge, the investigation, and then the charges, if you will, into Trump. That delay directly correlates to where we are right now. And the people that work at the Justice Department, they are public servants. They are doing the Lord's work on a number of different issues as it relates to democracy and fighting for the American people on a host of other things. Talk about pattern and practice investigations, the Uvalde report. But there's a direct correlation between the decisions that Justice Department officials made early on in the Biden administration to what is happening right now. And we could be bumping up right up into the Justice Department's, internal rule that they have about not pursuing investigations or doing things that could potentially affect an election. So that ups the ante, frankly, for what the Biden campaign is doing and the strategy that the president and his team has employed. And I think the legal is going to play out. This is a year where the legal and the political are increasingly intertwined. But if people are waiting, if Nikki Haley is waiting for Donald Trump to be convicted, honey, I just encourage people to go out there and they need to campaign and do their work on the campaign trail, because the convictions, the criminal convictions, they may not come.
We just found out that the DC federal court has removed Donald Trump's January 6th criminal trial from its March calendar, meaning that Donald Trump's election interference trial has officially been delayed, at least past the month of March. The reason for the delay is because the trial cannot begin until the DC Circuit Court of Appeals issues its ruling as to whether or not Donald Trump will be granted immunity for the crimes he committed while in office, such as the insurrection that he incited. Hopefully they rule in favor of the Department of Justice, and hopefully they reject Donald Trump's frivolous immunity claims. I'm banking that they will, but hopefully they do it sooner than later, because the longer they wait, the longer Donald Trump's trial is delayed. And we know that even when they do issue their ruling, Donald Trump is likely, or 100% likely, to appeal that ruling to the Supreme Court, which could then delay the trial even further. So, chop chop, Circuit Court of Appeals.